Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. My name is Fungusaurus Rex and in the previous episode we have completed our farming district, and as you can see our crops are doing just splendidly. We've got some carrots, we've got some potatoes, we've got some beetroot and we have some wheat. However, it is time to continue to do some upgrades around here, and that is mainly what we'll be focusing on in this episode, is doing some upgrades all around the base, from the farming district to the actual living quarters and the shopping emporium. And we're going to start by planting some trees right here in this blank spot. So we've got some smooth quartz stairs and we're just going to use these to build a little tree box. Nothing fancy, just a simple little box. I'm going to leave a 3 gap there, and then that presents a bit of a problem here. Alright, I'm going to start from this side, do 3 there, leave a gap of 3, and then do another 3 over here. And okay, that leaves us with 4 on this side, but that's not the end of the world. I'd rather have 4 here than a big gap on the end. And with our tree boxes complete, we're just going to pop an azalea sapling in there, grab some bone meal, and voila! And then we're going to do the same over here, just pop that tree in there, give it a bit of bone meal, and voila! Second tree is grown as well. Now next up, I'm just going to add a little bit of detailing to the grass around these trees. I'm just going to give it a shot of bone meal. There we go, and then I'm going to trim back some of this grass because I don't want it to be too much overgrown. Just a few patches of grass and a few flowers. Next up, we got to install these railings, and we're going to do the same style that we did on the lower tiers. Some iron rails and some black stained glass panes. So we're just going to continue this all the way to the end. And of course, on the other side as well. Here we go. And with our railing in place and looking absolutely awesome, we're just going to add a little path going from the main road to the pig farm. And we're just going to add a few path blocks. Just one more over here, I think. And that's all we're going to do over there. Then next up, I'm going to build up this entire area over here. So that means building a dirt wall around it and filling it up in the middle. So that's going to take a while. Let's get busy. And I'm also leveling out this terrain over here, which means our spruce trees and our tree farm in general has got to go. But first, let's just take down all of this dirt and get it level with the rest of the terrain. And everything is looking a lot cleaner and smoother from up here. Of course, we still need to add some walls and some stairs. I've cut down the oak trees. I have not yet cut down the spruce trees. I'll be doing that in a little bit. But I've got some big plans for this area up here. But first, it's time to pay some attention to the village as well. And I'm going to start by taking down all of these fences, job blocks, etc. And with all of those things gone, we can start working on this area. We don't need it anymore as we have the shopping emporium. And I'm going to terraform it so that we can use this section for some buildings. And just a few more blocks that need to go in here. Let's just complete. Let's see if I can reach. Oh, no, I cannot reach that one. Alright, so let's stop falling down and just fill up all of these blocks. 3 more over there. And then I'm going to create a road and a staircase going from this elevated section over here down to the storage area, which will also connect up with the living area. So I'm going to start right here with the staircase and then create a road going to the rest of the village. And I'm also adding some staircases going from the storage area to the living area. And of course I'm going to do some walls on either side of this. If I can get this block in the correct place. There we go. And as you can see, it is time to build the wall. And I'm going to take this wall all the way from the front here, right up to the back where the terrain meets the correct height. So this is going to take a while, but it'll also allow me to close up these gaping holes over here. So there we go, we have reached the end, and it's time to elevate it just a little bit more. And what good is a wall without an awesome road? There we go, the road is completed. And next up, I'm going to add some white concrete powder on these edges as well, just to match it up with the rest of the road and give it an overall more polished look. And it is looking a lot more polished already. There's still some work that needs to be done right over there, but we'll get to that in just a minute. For now, let's just fly out here and take a look at what we've got so far, and that is really starting to look like a nice cohesive unit. Next up, we're just going to level out the terrain here, get rid of this little bit of a hill, and that should allow us to complete this entire piece up here. And as you can see, we've got the staircase in place going up from the living area to the emporium, and we're going to be putting in some nice smooth quartz stairs. And of course, along with these stairs, we're going to be building a wall on both sides of the staircase. And that should also help connect the shopping area to the living area. And with these few blocks, the living area is pretty much completed. As you can see, we've got a road going all the way around, we've got some railings, we've got a wall, and it is looking rather splendid. So let's just take a quick aerial view. And that is looking amazing. Which means it's time to return to the industrial district for our next build. And right over here, I'm going to be building something that I should have done a while ago, but I've been lazy and, well, my super smelter has been working so far. However, it is ugly, it is old, and it needs to be upgraded. So I'm going to build not a super smelter, I'm going to build a hyper smelter. Bigger, better, more furnaces, and it's gonna be amazing. So without any further ado, let's just take a look at how this thing works. Okay, I see it has stopped working. Probably had some mob or something land on there, or perhaps a Fungusaurus. We shall never know, but let's just get it going for the time being. It's working again, and then let's get busy figuring out exactly how we're going to be building this hyper smelter. So I've got a lot of space, I've got a lot of resources, and it's time to get building once again. Here we go. Cue the hyper smelter. And our hyper smelter is complete with 4 rows of furnaces, 2 smokestacks belching smoke into the air, turning raw materials into refined products that fuel the gears of progress. And it is looking quite excellent to boot. However, only the outside is completed. We still need to do the interior, and we're gonna do the floors with some stone because it's durable, it seems practical. But first, we're going to need to dig out this entire floor area so that we can install the stone floor. So I'm just gonna go around this entire area. Let's just put that back and dig out this entire floor. And with these few blocks, we are almost done. Just pop 4 in there, and these should be the last 4. There we go. 4 more in there. And now we can start placing down our stone floor. And I'm just going to start with putting down some random stone blocks, and then I'll be filling up the gaps in between with some stone bricks, just for a bit of variation. And that's the last stone block in place. So now we're going to take our stone bricks and fill in all these gaps. And we're going to be doing this the entire floor. So let's get busy. And in goes the last of the stone bricks, and that is the entire floor done. And then of course the last thing we're going to install are some sturdy spruce doors. And with that, our hyper smelter is complete. And just look at it. It is magnificent. So next up, we're going to be doing a little bit of decoration around the industrial area. And for that, we're going to be using some composters and of course some leaves. So first thing we need to do is make some composters. And for that, we'll need some slabs. And then let's just make as many composters as we can at the moment. That gives us quite a few. I think that'll be enough. And then let's get decorating. First up, the sugarcane farm. And we're just going to put down 2 composters, grab some leaves, and make some bushels. I think this one needs to be too high. And then I'm going to add a little bit of foliage around this section. Of course, we cannot do the sugarcane and leave the poor bamboo farm undecorated, so let's add some bushes here as well. And I think I just need to remove that one, so let's grab our shears. And there we go. And with that, ladies and gents, let's take a quick look at the progress we've made today. We have connected all of these sections with roads right down from the storage area, through the living area, right up to the emporium. And it is really looking amazing. As you can see back here, the roads are connected all the way up to the staircase leading up to the shopping emporium. And from atop there, you can get a great view of just how far the village has come. And we've built a staircase here as well, which will allow even more access from the living area to the shopping district. Just another way that Rex Corp is making life better for these villagers. And of course, a lot of work has gone into the industrial area, with farms producing wheat, potatoes, carrots, beetroot, some cow meat, some pigs, and of course, sugarcane, bamboo, honey blocks, and honeycomb. And then our final build of today, the Ultra Smelter. But that, unfortunately, is all we have time for today. It's a bit of a shorter episode today, but we've got some big builds coming up in the next episode. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a like if you did, and if you want to see some more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But this is Fungusaurus Rex saying, until next time, beautiful people, stay awesome. Bye bye.